Common liquors in northeast China are made from a mixture of the 5 grains: sorghum, corn, rice, oats and millet, fermented with yeast and distilled at high temperatures. Local distilleries have kept prosperous since ancient times. Each of them has their own secret process. Living alone in the distillery, Zhang Yiyu has been most familiar with the fragrant smell of his family's alcohol since childhood. The family's traditions rely on dedicated protection for them to continue from one generation to the next. The Zhang family has been making liquor for 3 generations. With the liquor-making craft passed on from his grandfather to Zhang Yiyu, alcohol has become a part of the family's culture. His wife comes to help him in the distillery. His son, De Qiang, has just turned 15 and is considered an adult in the Zhang family now. Sealing this year's newly produced alcohol is his new homework. With fresh deer blood and thin, soft and tenacious mulberry paper, he takes 5 steps to seal a jar, and each step requires 5 layers of paper. It takes 5 days to completely seal a jar. The tight seal signifies not just the perfect end to the process, but also the birth of new hope. October is the best time to produce grain liquors. The brewers are their relatives who often enjoy having a drink. The distillery grains are ladled out of the 2-meter deep pool, 1 ladle at a time. Zhang Yiyu and his father are ladling them into a steaming pot. The stove is burning fiercely as the temperature increases. The fragrance of the alcohol gradually disperses and starts to fill the entire village. The freshly extracted alcohol is still warm and gives off especially aromatic fragrance. This is the last pot of liquor before the new year, and Zhang Yiyu will not need to sell it. The villagers will buy all the liquor and serve it to their loved ones returning home, or relatives from afar, or their hard-working family members, or other guests visiting them. The arrival of the preliminary eve signals the real start of the Spring Festival. On this day, 80-year-old Grandma takes the secret to the Zhang family's distillery to the family's banquet. Before the family banquet begins, they make offerings to heaven and earth in memory of their ancestors.
就是保持咱家平平安安。
De Chiang opens the jar that he sealed with his father at the family banquet on the preliminary eve. Liquor represents the whole family's annual sweat and blood. On this night, it generously rewards each family member. Grandma will also reveal the secret to the family here.
老头啊，过年了，你也来一杯，你孙子酿的酒。
The paper that their grandfather left behind has already begun to go yellow, and the uncut cover is spotted with the scars of time.
没有啥秘方，就是别忘了老祖宗就行，就这秘方。
Next year, at this time, the Jiang family will once again use their hard work to send the sweet fragrance of their liquor to mingle with the smoke and intoxicate the village.